I walked into class, sat down, and got ready for another brain-numbing semester of class that I didn't want to take. I was your typical high schooler. As the semester carried on, I began to see something that I had never seen before, though. The teacher, even in my failure, was encouraging me. I remember every class sitting down, him looking at me and saying his ritualistic chant to me. "Finish strong, Kevin. Finish strong." He would inspire me to push beyond my limits, and he became my favorite high school teacher. He showed me that I don't have to be an A+ student to prove that I'm doing my best, and I think that's what true teaching is, leaving you with something that you'll never forget. I was probably the least likely person you'd want to do math with in that class, but yet he treated me the same as the smart kids. And when I was discouraged, he motivated me and gave me faith that I could pass his class. And that's what I needed. Here's a shout out to Mr. May. Now, let's look how a godly teacher will do this with those who sit under him. James chapter 2, verses 5 through 6, today is going to give us some insight on those who are humble in worldly circumstances and what their faith looks like to God. So let's open up God's Word.
James chapter 2, verses 5 through 6a.
Listen, my beloved brethren. Did not God choose the poor of this world to be rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he promised to those who love him? But you have dishonored the poor man. Verse 5 starts us off with a listen. It's a command. It stipulates that James is calling out with authority for those who are judging the poor. It's a call to retain and to understand. It could be reevaluated as him saying, look up and listen to this. James is going to correct their thinking with a question. My beloved brethren, did God not choose the poor of this world to be rich in faith? Poor of this world can be translated by the best manuscripts to say the poor in respect to this world. God did not choose the poor in respect to this world to be rich in faith, did he? Well, he did. God has chosen the weak things of this world to shame the strong, and has chosen the foolish things of this world to shame the wise. The whole poor, weak, and foolish description is based on how the world sees us, or the world's opinion. Verse 5 continues on to say, did not God choose the poor of this world to be rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he promised to those who love him? The Westminster Catechism says this, man's chief goal is to glorify God and enjoy him forever. And those poor people in James's church who loved God, well, God takes joy in them, and they love God. The poor Christian is rich in faith, based not on what he sees in physical possessions in this world, but based on the promise of an eternal kingdom with his God. The poor Christian may have greater love for the Lord because he does not have all these objects blocking his vision of love. Now, the reality of what James was dealing with was this. Verse 6, but you have dishonored the poor man. Dishonored here means to be treated shamefully or with contempt, literally to be insulted. There were rich Christians who were insulting and shaming the poor Christians simply for being poor by the worldly standards. And maybe, just maybe, some of those people who were shaming the poor, they might have been the leadership. The world so often corrupts our thinking. Why would we impose any ungodly standards such as an income and engage people by it? Sometimes we tend to think people aren't blessed by God, and we tend to shove them off to the side because, well, we could use all the blessings that we could get. This is evil, and this is the sin, once again, of partiality. If we boast in material things, then maybe we're boasting in our own spirituality too, because, well, material objects are spirituality. We gotta be blessed. It's got to be a works-based performance. We've got to be doing something right, and they got to be doing something wrong. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So, love your brother because God has blessed him, and love God for he has designed you to glorify him and enjoy him forever. Maybe the rich are blessed with material things and are designed to share those material things. And maybe the poor are designed with a greater measure of faith, and their faith is to encourage everyone else. Judge not based on the worldly standards, but instead see the poor as those who have a measure of faith that the Lord smiles upon. This is Kevin signing out, wishing you shalom and saying I'll see you later. Bye.
Hey crew, if you are enjoying the videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out greatly. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. The links are right down below in the description. The best way to stay connected and never miss a new video is to subscribe and join one of these social medias. If you're one of the people that the Lord has put it on your heart to give, just click the Patreon link above or below in the description for more info. Beside me is the next video, so click to just keep learning. Thanks for watching. Crew out.